I created the Children's Law Center in 1989. The Children's Law Center serves school-age children that come to us who have at-risk factors, usually that get them into different systems like the juvenile court or the child welfare system, or because they're struggling with school-related issues. Many of the young people that we serve are incarcerated, or they are involved in the juvenile or family court systems. Sometimes they're just at risk for being involved. I think the biggest challenge that we see long-term for many of these kids is that they really have challenges that prevent them from successfully transitioning into adulthood. So sometimes those are economic circumstances, they're related to their education, they're related to incarceration or mental health issues that go untreated. So, ultimately that's what we want for all kids, is to be safe and have an education and economic opportunities, because that's what healthy adults do.
Through our advocacy on behalf of kids, we're able to help children navigate those difficult situations, as well as to help them become self-advocates for themselves. And through that, we're able to create outcomes for them where they have more economic opportunities, where they have more stable and supportive living situations, and kids where they can be just kids and be free from mental and physical harm. Demand for services at the Children's Law Center has grown and grown over the past few years. We're serving record numbers of individual clients and cases, not counting the thousands of kids that are impacted through our systemic work and reforms across our region. We have served over 500 individual cases, and that number is going to grow and grow in our community. Not only are we going to need more and more financial resources to impact a greater number of kids in our community, we're going to need increased community support and advocacy for the work of the Children's Law Centers and the issues that are important to the kids that we represent.
I'd like to thank all of the people that support the Children's Law Center, whether it's through financial contributions or other forms of support. We just rely on that heavily in order to do the work that we do. So I'd like to thank you for hearing our story and for supporting the work of the Children's Law Center and finding more out about what we do for kids.
Well, we want to thank Jeremy and Desiree and the Arthur Murray Dance Studio for preparing our dancers for tonight's event. We want to thank our dancers for their hard work and commitment and efforts in raising funds for tonight's competition. We want to thank everybody for being here, not only for attending, but for their support of the work of the Children's Law Center. And now it's time to meet our dancers.
Mike Wong is such a joy to work with. This is the second time that I've actually got to work with him for a charity event of the same nature, and he's just so full of life and energy and always has the best aspect on everything, and I couldn't ask for a better partner.
Yeah!
The only frustrating part about having Mike Wong was the opening, and trying to get him to Grapevine going forward and back on every occasion has not always been the easiest, but hopefully we will get there and it will be okay.
And at least I can finish the song. I Old Man Like This, the one dance is only 2.5 minutes, but take me 30 hours to learn that. But she told me, and the ending ballroom dance, the man is always leading. Someday I will lead him.
It's going well. It's been a little bit of a challenge trying to get through the initial stages of learning the dance, but I think we've got it down now and we're working really hard to perfect it.
I feel like we really clicked, and there's got to be some kind of trust there, because the lift that we do, I really wouldn't let someone that I didn't trust do that. In. Oh, that's
no,
what it was.
What was it?
Oh, yeah. We'll come in.
I'm doing it still. Okay.
You don't have
Don't jump.
You don't have
Don't
to
jump. What am I doing wrong?
All right, this is better. We're getting there. You're just getting too far.
And it should be a smooth movement, not like that.
A smooth motion.
A smooth motion, not balance. That's an interesting. Something I'm lacking.
So we'll come in. Where were you going?
I don't know.
Where we got? 1, 2, 3. Go. There it is.
Getting there. Getting there. Well, I know it's a long shot, but I'm generally competitive by nature, and I still think I'm going to win this thing.
You know, we're doing a country song, so, you know, country's all about getting loose, getting bluesy, getting feel.
There were no dance lessons in Owen County when I was growing up. I don't even remember dancing much until the prom.
You know, we've been working on these things called boot slaps, which I believe she's already been showing off to a few people. And the boot slapping part, she just really gets a kick out of. And she works with kids. And, you know, kids, you have to have patience with kids, just like you have to have patience with learning how to dance.
So all of it's been challenging.
So right there, you got to bring your feet together, okay?
I think the footwork and the counting.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Yes, I think I can win because I believe that my dance will be the most unusual that anyone will ever see. And the ending will captivate the audience.
Charlie and I have talked from the very beginning that we want to win. And that's why I made his routine a little more challenging. Now the tummy whip, side pass, hammerlock, grapevine, underarm pass, sailor shuffle, sailor shuffle.
Summer's a taskmaster, I'll tell you what.
There's a little portion of the routine that Charlie's been struggling with since I first taught it to him. And every single time we do it without music, he's fine. But the moment the music goes on, there's an occasional meltdown.
I think I've got a mental block now.
Why?
Can we just cut that?
Yeah.
Can we slow down the music? You know, focusing on an objective and pursuing it. So I think that's both the military and the legal training.
I'm not so sure that the military background or the legal background has really had much of an effect.
And it's kind of funny, it's usually at the part of our practice when Summer starts laughing. So I know that something's going not quite right. Got it.
Are you sure?
Yeah, got it. Never a problem again.
Hardest thing I think are we do swivels in a double hand hold, and we kind of can't do that as simply as I'd like. We also do pivot turn, and she also struggles with that a little bit, but we're coming along. She's getting the hang of it.
The most challenging part of my routine, I think, has been spinning. I can spin better in these.
Can you?
Yes, but
So
can't get my balance better.
3, rock, step, spin. Rock. It makes it closer to that point where it's supposed to spin. During?
Right together? No, when I come back. And I know this sounds crazy, but just walking the right way is challenging. It takes a lot of practice.
7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
I think it's going to be me.
He's a great teacher of the elements and the fundamentals.
Right, so when I put my hand right there on that button, the arm's supposed to go up. Oh, look at that, it works. Let's try it again. Helen's a little stiff. So right here is where I want you to think about spaghetti arms. Nice and wet noodle. She just likes to grab and hold on and you know, just hold on for dear life. Just a nice, comfortable, relaxed arm is what I'm gonna need there.
I like to lead. That's my biggest challenge, is instead of letting Jeremy lead me.
And then that'll just give us much better feel. And I will have less cracked ribs.
So that's the biggest challenge for me is not leading. That's not my job.
I'm pretty sure there's no advantage to being a law professor and doing this. I need to remember which foot, okay. Wait. No.
He's not from a musical background, so it's something that we have to approach very logically, and matching things up with the music and teaching him what a beat is and how to follow that has been something that we've had to work a lot on. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So
You seem slower than me that time.
I was going with the beat.
Oh, okay.
So we swing around.
Oh,
Left foot's
we're
normal.
going that direction?
Yeah.
Okay. So we're going from here?
Yeah.
Okay. It doesn't help you if I move
Not at
out
all.
further, not at the end?
Not at all.
Okay. Since we're filming, you know, like in Dance with the Stars, usually they like drop each other. I think we should do that.
I will not be a happy camper.
Just, you know, gives the audience, you know, that much more, makes them more worried when we go up there. Like,
right.
oh no, you know, Tony's gonna drop her, Tony's gonna drop her.
My keys to victory are this. Most of the people who know me are laughing at me when I told them that, you know, hey, I'm going to be dancing. They've already laughed. So the bar of expectations is so completely low for me. All I can do is impress people, you know? So if we're like the Jacksons, I'm like the Tito of the Jacksons, you know? It's like no one expects anything of me.
His routine is one of my favorites that I've ever put together, so I'm very excited for everybody to see it. But it's coming together nicely. Like I said, there's just been some parts that he found a lot more challenging than others.
I'm missing something. Okay, so do you turn around again?
Other foot, correct time, wrong foot. Nope, down.
8.
1.
No, 1.
Yes.
Voices in my head are going to have to take a break so we can hear the
Am
music.
I the voice in your head?
You are.
Good.
Come on, Marcus. When one is Tito Jackson, one waits to be told where to go because one is never, ever in charge of anything as Tito. There's this thing that we do when I'm dancing and I'm clearly messing up, which happens all the time. I reach my hand out to her. It's like a security blanket when I forgot what we're about to do. I reach my hand out, she grabs me like I'm a little baby or something and just moves me in the area, which really hurts my masculinity, you know, but I live with it.